necessarily go like to a like fancy little place in my head to like calm down. I just distract myself, to be honest. Or complain. I complain a little bit, then I feel better. Yeah, if I'm sad, I don't know, I just like lay in my bed. Or I try to find like a family member, a friend, or like a coworker and like talk to them and just distract myself. What does your normal speaking, not whispering voice sound like? Will you read a page/sentence from your favorite book in your normal voice? I can. I just have to get a book. Okay, I'm just gonna do from The Summer I Turned Pretty. If I can open the page, okay. This is gonna be really hard to just stop whispering, but I will do it. I'm gonna back away a little bit from the microphone.
Okay. We've been driving for about 7,000 years, or at least that's how it felt. My brother Stephen drove slower than our grana. I sat next to him in the passenger seat with my feet up on the dashboard. Meanwhile, my mother was passed out in the back seat. Even when she slept, she looked alert. Like at any second, she could wake up and direct traffic. Go faster, I urged Stephen, poking him in the shoulder. Let's pass that kid on the bike. Stephen shrugged me off. Never touch the driver, he said, and take your dirty feet off my dashboard. I wiggled my toes back and forth. They looked pretty clean to me. It's not your dashboard. It's gonna be my car soon, you know. If you ever get your license, he scoffed. People like you shouldn't even be allowed to drive.
And that's my real voice, I suppose. That's so stressful. Like, I don't know. Anyways, let's continue. Next question. What makes you feel powerful, and what song do you play to go along with that feeling? What makes me feel powerful is like putting on a fit, and I just feel like so good in it, and I'm like ready to go hang out with my friends and like go get some food at a restaurant and just like giggle with my girlfriends. And my favorite song to do this is I Did It by DJ Khaled, Megan Thee Stallion, and Post Malone. I don't have an explanation for it, but that song makes me feel alive. It makes me feel like I could do anything. It makes me feel like such a bad bitch. So, yeah. Okay. Next set of questions is from Ria, and she wanted to know, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And I am so bad at answering questions like this because I don't have an answer. I operate under the 100% assumption, like, you know, life happens when you're busy making other plans. So from 10 years from now, I have no idea. And it's not like I'm not planning like for my future, but I don't know. I guess I would hopefully I want to be like stable in a career, own my own house, and maybe have some kids, maybe a husband, maybe a wife. I don't know. That's just kind of like what I would hope for, because I would be 36. So hopefully I would have like a family and like an established little like home. That's what I would like. But I can also see myself just kind of like still being a one-man show, like, you know, living in like an apartment with like a dog and like just like being a bad bitch. I don't know. Next question. Life advice that you swear by. Something that I actually do swear by is savings account. Savings account, savings account, savings account. I love saving money. next question. A fact about you that your subscribers don't know. I feel like I'm like a really open book. I don't know. This is super random, but I did get my driver's license when I turned 16 on the first try. I passed the first time. I don't know. several questions from Brick. And I made sure that I did not spell it wrong. It is Brick, and I was like, is it supposed to be Brock? No. So, Brick, bestie, explain yourself here. Anyway, the first question. If you could choose one musical artist to listen to for the rest of your life, who would it be? Jeremy Zucker, I think. I was gonna think hard, and then I was like, no, I know exactly who it would be. I just like his like really like chill, mellow vibe, and I love his voice. So yeah. Favorite TV show of all time. My favorite TV show of all time. That's a tough one, to be honest. The Office is like my initial reaction, but I don't know. The Office I really loved, and honestly, The Summer I Turned Pretty is like really up there, even though it's only one season and it just like just started. But yeah. What's your favorite season? Fall. I really like fall. Have you ever been out of the country on vacation? Yes, twice. 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. I've been to Ecuador, Jamaica, and then France and Italy, but that was like the same. That was the same trip. And then Brick said, thank you so much for being you. Your ASMR has helped me sleep and calm down from my anxiety. So those things where like the generational things are just like you're starting to lose it. But yeah, I can speak sort of like certain things, but yeah. And then they also wanted to know, what are you studying? And I'm studying psychology. I'm getting my bachelor's degree in it. And yeah, things are going okay, I think. So last time I checked. Okay. Up next we have a question from Vincent, and Vincent wants to know, what is your dream travel destination? My dream travel destination is Bora Bora. I want to stay in one of the huts over the beautiful blue ocean. I want to be able to walk out on the little deck thingy they have, and I want to go into the ocean from my room. And I want to, yeah, it's Bora Bora. Like, I would just think, like, I would just love to go there. Because the pictures are stunning. Stunning. Like, it's so pretty. I want to go so bad. And that's like a hot vacation. And then where would I want to go, like, other than that? I don't know. I've always wanted to go to, like, you know, historical places, that kind of thing, but truth be told, number one bucket list is Bora Bora, and it has been for years. But it's so expensive. You can't just, like, go. Like, yeah, anyway. Up next we have a few questions from Sophia. First off, she said, "Hi, I love your videos." Hi, Sophia. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. The first question, are you happy? Sophia, bestie. It's a loaded question. I guess in the long, like, the most transparent way I can answer that is I'm happier than I was about a year and a half ago. I am happier. And today, was I in a good mood today? I was in like a decent mood. I was really busy at my job today, so I was like, that wasn't great, but I was like overall pretty good, in a good mood. I do have depression, so some days I'm really not happy, and I can't hide that, but yeah. And then Sophia also wants to know what I think of Italy. And she's Italian, just wants to know because she's Italian. I love Italy, actually. I really enjoyed it when I was there. I liked Italy better than Paris, which sounds like it shouldn't be like a thing you like compare to each other, but it makes sense in my head. I love the culture. I love that you just start crossing the street and hope the cars stop. I love Italian wine. I love pasta. One thing I don't love about Italy is that like ham they put on everything. Is it bruschetta? I don't love that. That ham is no bueno to me. It just tastes not good. But everything else about Italy I really love. I'm a super huge. I love Rome. I love Roman mythology, that kind of thing. Yeah, Italy's great. Love it. Okay, up next we have a question from Whisperlin ASMR. Oh, she said she just wanted to know what inspired me to start my ASMR channel, and I've like already kind of talked about that. So, yeah, she also said, love your videos. Thank you so much. Sorry that I already answered your question, but there's really not much else to say. Up next, we have a few questions from Beach Life. I love when people like, am I supposed to call you Beach? Anyways, they want to know what's my sexuality. I think I'm bisexual. is a tricky one for me to answer, truthfully, because I come from a big family. There's a lot of us. But I really enjoyed growing up with a lot of, like, siblings. But do I want to have a lot of kids? I don't know. My initial answer is 2 to 3, because that's just, like, the easy thing to say. That's what everyone says, 2 to 3. Because snowstorm.